Hello my mothlings and welcome back, and of course if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 2 just came out, and if you've been on any social media recently, you'll know that Will Byers' coming out scene is being heavily criticized for both the right and the wrong reasons. Lots of people on the internet are being incredibly bigoted, especially homophobic, in response to that scene. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think I've seen Stranger Things. All jokes aside though, let's get right into what's going on right now. In this video, I'm going to go over Will's coming out scene and its backlash, ship wars being taken to the extreme, and some miscellaneous things going on. Before I begin, I want to warn you guys that I will be talking about homophobia, SA, racism, and some pedophilic remarks in this video, so please feel free to click off for your own well-being. With that out of the way, let's get started, shall we? In the past 5 to 6 days, there's been a lot of criticism of Will's coming out scene. A lot of queer people feel humiliated because it was in front of basically the entire cast, including people who didn't even know Will that well. These are very valid criticisms, however, the people in the queer community making them are being compared to the homophobes that are being, well, homophobic in reaction to Will being gay. Many people, especially on Twitter, are claiming that it didn't add to the plot at all, and they should be focusing more on the world ending instead of making the show more woke. And that's some of the biggest bullshit I've seen in my entire life. I'm seriously convinced some of these people are watching Volume 2 on their phones instead of paying attention, because did you not see the part where Will literally states that Vecna was going to use his queerness against him? Vecna looks into your greatest fears and makes them come true, and in this case, Will's greatest fear would be his friends and family not accepting him for being gay. It isn't a hard concept to grasp. What's even worse is that people are so upset about Will being gay that they are having that stupid grok thing, AI generate a version where he's straight, or making fun of Will, or having the people around him call him the F-slur. There's 3 videos that especially stood out to me, and I'll play them right now. Before I do, obviously trigger warning for homophobia and slurs. Feel free to skip past this AI slop to this timestamp.
I don't like girls! I like bombshell blondes, real centerfold types, double Ds or I'm out.
But Hopper likes me fine, and I'm brunette and flat as a board.
Gross, Mom! Bleach your hair! Get implants! It's the 1980s!
Aw, yeah, player! I knew you got that dog in you, for real!
Yeah, if she isn't a thin, busty platinum in a string bikini, Will Byers don't want none. Fine. More big booty Latinas for the rest of us.
The strangest thing of all is for a man to be sexually attracted to other men.
Hi, everyone. I am a gay homosexual.
Ew, sick!
Bro, what are you even talking about?
Honey, I don't think now is the best time for an announcement like that.
Hope you didn't want grandkids, Mom, because this queen thinks girl parts are icky. Dude, you like other guys? Nasty, dude. Correction, I like you, specifically. Hot stuff.
How is telling us this going to help us beat Vecna?
Gonna stick my Stranger Thing in Vecna's upside down until he gets AIDS. Fabulous! Alright, I'm out. Yeah, me too. Sissy rainbow magic.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
I will never, ever understand white people.
As you can see, this is just embarrassing. I'm not gonna get too into shipping stuff right now, but these are the same people who say Bylers are delusional. Homophobes that are quite literally too delusional to accept that Will Byers is queer, so they have AI generated some slop content for them to be the better version. I think if I were to talk more about people using AI to make a quote better coming out scene, we'd be here for hours, so let's move on to some other things going on. This is more outside of Twitter, but episode 7 is being review bombed by homophobes and is currently at 5.4 on IMDb as of writing the script. Thankfully, the more sensible people on Twitter are telling others to leave 10 out of 10 reviews on it to boost the episode's rating, which I have done, of course, but the homophobia on this episode has already caused a lot of damage and I'm not sure if it'll be able to bounce back from it. I really, really hope it does. The general audience is upset because Netflix is, quote, pushing an agenda all of a sudden and making their cool sci-fi show woke, when in reality it was always woke. They've said themselves that it is a show for outcasts, and of course, it has gone far beyond that target audience. It's not the Duffer Brothers' fault that the wrong people are watching their show, and if it's really too woke for you, there's always the option to just stop watching and move on with your life. The final thing that's bothering me about people's reaction to Will's coming out scene is people claiming his sexual trauma is why he's gay, claiming that homosexuality is a mental illness caused by sexual trauma. That is literally the weirdest and grossest assumption to make. Homosexuality is proven by scientific research to be a normal variation of human sexuality, and to label it as a disorder was purely political influence and not scientific at all. That's not to deny that queer people don't experience sexual trauma, because literally anyone can experience that, but it's incredibly harmful and uneducated to say that the cause of homosexuality is sexual trauma. Anyways, that's all I got for this section, so let's move on to what else is happening. Ship wars have always been a thing in Stranger Things. Stancy, Jancy, Byler, Maleven, all that stuff. But things have been taken a bit too far recently. So, if you watch Stranger Things, which I'm sure if you're watching this video you have, you should know about the biggest ships being Byler and Maleven. At least they seem to be the biggest ships since they're fighting all the time. Byler versus Maleven has always been pretty intense, but ever since that last episode, a lot of people on both sides are attacking each other, and not just like they normally do. These ship wars have gotten so intense that people are sending extreme harassment to one another, and what's worse is that Malevens are legit calling Byler slurs in Twitter Spaces. Which is, really, really weird, guys. What? I feel like a lot of people are getting so worked up about Bylers having theories that take a lot of paying attention and thought to come up with because they think it's delusional when in reality they're just having fun. I don't know why people expect a fandom to not have ships. It is bound to happen. It really isn't worth harassing people over, and I do not understand why people get so worked up about Bylers. I said this before, and I will say it until the day I die. Harassing people on the internet is so not worth it, and you can allow yourself to disagree, not interact, and move on. It really is not that deep, and it never was. I honestly find it really crazy that people are being so rude that it becomes borderline homophobic. But then again, it is Twitter, so why should I be surprised? It's not like the CEO of Twitter didn't post some homophobic bullshit after Volume 2 anyways. I don't have much else to say about this, so it was a shorter section for sure, but let's move on to our next one. This section is going to go over some small things that have been bothering me and some of my friends recently in the Stranger Things fandom. My friend posted this on Twitter and it blew up, and people were being really weird in the comments. This racist comment in particular got me. I haven't seen much else of people being outwardly racist towards Kali, but it is an issue, so I just thought I'd address it. I've also seen some people claim that there's some misogyny towards Millie/Elle, which I wouldn't be surprised about, but I haven't seen it myself. I have seen some sexist stuff about Nancy since she's good with weapons and stuff, again claiming that it's a woke agenda when it really isn't. God forbid a woman is a badass, it's not unusual. Plus, Nancy has been like this since season 1. I swear the people making these comments are literally just looking for a reason to claim it's pushing an agenda when it has always been woke, or sending the message that it's okay to be different. And last but not least, there are some people making some gross ass comments about Holly Wheeler, who is like 9 to 10 years old in the show, as well as her actor, Nell Fisher, being 12 during filming. I seriously don't understand why people are just out here thinking a literal child is attractive and openly posting about it, like that isn't literally illegal. And it's even grosser how people are making posts like this, and that it's not just on Twitter, but all over TikTok too. I've seriously seen it more on TikTok than I've seen it on Twitter. It's actually so disgusting how people post this on social media like it's nothing. Not only that, but people have been making some weird comments about Will, sexualizing him heavily because of his sexual trauma, and it's really disturbing to see so many people take something like this so unseriously. People are joking around saying Will should have said, "I like duh," instead of saying, "I don't like girls," and yeah, it's just a joke, whatever, but I honestly think it's still weird to say that about such a vulnerable scene. Or there's that one picture that says, "how it started versus how it's going." Again, perpetuating the idea that sexual trauma causes homosexuality. Hi guys, this is not okay in the slightest. I don't know why people think this is funny when it's really just gross and it downplays people who go through sexual trauma. Thankfully, that's all the things I have to yap about for this section, which brings us to the end of this video. In conclusion to this video, I think the Stranger Things fandom has been really awful in the past week or so, making bigoted comments towards the show, and downplaying some serious topics displayed in this final season. While I do agree that it wasn't written perfectly, that doesn't make it okay to be straight up homophobic, sexist, or racist. I'm seriously disappointed with the reactions the general audience is displaying on social media, and I hope they come to their senses. That's all I got for this video. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing, as I make commentary content like this a lot. What are your final Stranger Things predictions? Or, if you're watching this after the final episode is released, which I'm sure a lot of you are, what did you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, my mouthlings.